Often said here on the show that show business is indeed a small world. It's all about, isn't it, connecting with the right people, the relevant people, the people that are in power, and more importantly, can they help you sell your brand, your tickets, your programs, your records, your docu-series, whatever you're planning to do. We saw this recently, didn't we, with the former royals Meghan and Harry, who popped up on that lovely tribute to the 70s rocker Sir Elton John, king of keyboards. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because people were kind of shocked at first when they saw Meghan and Harry popping up there to offer a few words of, support on this very final live television series, as it were, a streaming event, as they called it. Now, Harry and Meghan have got their own. What's also interesting here, particularly, I find, is this. As we've now found out, Sir Elton John is going to be the headline act at next year's Glastonbury Festival. This is the ultimate, the golden ticket of festivals, let me tell you. It's the big one where everybody wants to appear on the grand stage. Recent events have included the likes of Dame Shirley Bassey and more recently Sir Paul McCartney, who really did create something of Glastonbury history by performing a magnificent concert of all of his hits and just simply being able to see a legend literally in your lifetime. Now, a lot of people were saying, can Elton John deliver the same effect? I mean, Elton's been touring his final ever tour seemingly since Noah launched the Ark. It's been going on forever. Of course, he had to have a break because of the pandemic, but now he's picked it up. Sir Rod Stewart, his one-time good pal, has said that Elton will never truly retire because the lure of the spotlight, the tinkling of the ivories, will always call him back. Even the ex-royals gushed about the fact that they didn't think he was really going to retire. Now, let's not forget Elton has a long, long list of hits, but they all sort of dried up mainly in around about, the early 80s. By the 90s, people saw him as a veteran artist. Happens to everybody. He recently teamed up with the likes of Britney Spears and, of course, is at times managed by his paramour husband, David Furnish. Harry and Meghan had a connection to Elton and David Furnish, as you know, because they were going to have a Netflix event themselves. Pearl, the animation thing. Didn't come off, bombed. According to a very good source now, though, it looks like Elton could be repaying the favour because, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, it's interesting to note that Elton would like Harry and Meghan to specially introduce him at next year's Glastonbury Festival. Now, this would do their sort of brand incredibly good, and more importantly, it just comes weeks after the coronation of King Charles III. As they promised, seemingly with the bombshell of this docu-series, Harry and Meghan don't plan to go anywhere soon of their own accord, but more importantly are going to align themselves with what they consider relevant events to make sure that they stay in the spotlight. All the while, allegedly, by telling millions of people around the world they needed to remove themselves from the spotlight to protect themselves. I hope you're following that. Now, as ever, let's hope Sir Elton John has hit the right note by suggesting this as an act opener. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.